Hi, this is Joe Walensky. I'm the program manager for ConveyUX, the annual UX event that's going to be here again February 28th to March 2nd. And I get the fun of talking with a lot of our speakers beforehand, doing little previews of that. So I have the pleasure today of speaking with Rand Fishkin. Hello, Rand. How are you?
Good. How are you, Joe?
All right, cool. Well, I'm in our offices on Western Avenue. Where are you speaking to us from?
Oh, I'm at the Moz offices, not too far away.
All right, well, right uphill. If I was looking out the window, I could probably see your space. So glad to have you involved as one of our feature presenters this year. And maybe for people that aren't familiar with your background, the organization you founded, and that type of thing, maybe you could give us a little bit of an idea of your background and what you're involved with right now.
Sure, yeah. So Moz is a software company. We make software for professional marketers who do SEO. And my background is pretty much here. I dropped out of college to start working at the company that eventually became Moz. So I'm, one of the founders, and today I get to work on, a lot of our marketing and content, evangelism, doing a lot of speaking and writing, blogging, creating presentations and videos, and I also work with a couple of our product and engineering teams on some of the, big initiatives that we have for the future. I always have crazy ideas rattling around in my head. I'm like, oh man, I really want to make this part of Google super transparent and let people access it and understand it. So that's been a motivating factor for me for years and still is.
Well, you mentioned a lot of crazy ideas going on. So any particular crazy ideas you have going on right now, or maybe not so crazy ones that you're involved with right now trying to figure out?
Yeah, so one of the things that we're doing at Moz is we've been using machine learning for a while on some of our metrics, and we're thinking about expanding that application to things like on-page optimization. So trying to get a really good model together, basically looking at pieces of content that rank on various web pages in Google's results, and building a learning model. We're not sure if it would be continuously learning, like a deep learning model that learns on its own, or whether it's a trained model that we give data to. But essentially, the goal would be to use this technology, which is very cool and very fun to work with, and a really exciting space just in the software world overall, to help content creators and marketers understand what they can and should be doing to their content to give it the best opportunity to perform well in search engines.
Well, it certainly is kind of a mystery to a lot of people that aren't directly involved in it. I think most people in the UX arena are familiar with SEO, but as to how much you play in that space, how well you know how to interact with people that are the specialists, what it means to be a specialist, and that type of thing is, I think it's kind of complicated. But your session at the conference is titled Marrying SEO and UX to Create Overlapping Value. So maybe talk a little bit, it doesn't have to be specifics about the session, but just your thoughts about that topic and what you think people might learn coming out of that.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is to show here something that we've been able to pretty consistently prove at Moz, and that is that great SEO, great search engine rankings, and a large amount of search engine traffic can help your global user experience, because so many people start their journey with a brand and with a website in Google's results, right? They started in that search bar. We often think of it as, oh, people will start on our homepage, or they'll start on a specific page of our site and then they'll browse through. But in fact, their session and their experience with your brand usually starts before that in the channels that lead to your brand. And Google is, one of the biggest, actually the biggest ones of those in terms of driving traffic globally. Now, there's also the reverse of that, which is that user experience, and great user experience, drives a ton of SEO value too, right? So this is essentially like when you think about how your site performs in search and how it performs for search visitors. User experience, the design, the usability, the load speed, the content, the ability to serve someone quickly and to provide them with what they need and to get them where they're going and accomplish their tasks. All those elements of UX are hugely important in helping you rank and in helping you perform. And that's because Google has gotten so good at using user behavior and usage data and other external sorts of signals that are well correlated with great UX.
Well, it's good to hear. I'm excited to hear your session, see you in person at the event, and it shouldn't be too far of a trip for you, but we look forward to having you involved at the conference in a few months.
Thanks, Joe. I'm excited to present.
Thanks a lot, Rand. I really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Take care.